YouTube, what's up? I got a question for you. Why is it that all these authoritarian blue line bullies either look like Krispy Kreme eating fat fucks or steroids pumping Hulkamania wannabe, or if we do have a skinny one, they're like look anorexic or whatever, and they all got this authoritarian complex, and the women, oh my god, forget the women. Gee whiz. Hey, I had a cop here video I watched just a little while ago. She was walking around with a lasso, getting ready to lasso people. She thinks she's a cowboy. Woohoo! Come here, bad boys. Yeah. She was about ready to do that, and even the cops that were walking around her were like, that's a bad idea. It's going to look bad on the internet. Holy shit. No kidding? You think you're roping cattle? God dang it. That's the way she looks at us as a cattle. And she going to lasso us better than running. Why is it that these cops think that they have the authority to make up laws when they don't even know what they're talking about when they're laws? You're walking around filming around building and they're like, "Oh, this is private property." No, who pays for the fucking building? Who paid for that fucking land? The taxpayers pay for that fucking land. And they're trying to tell you, "Hey, if you don't ID, you're going to go to jail." No. What crime have I committed? You know the whole spill. Everybody talked about the whole spill. There's too many videos talking about it. I'm not going to go into detail on it because you can go look it up if you want to learn it all. I'm sure you can look it up unless you're just too stupid, like liberals and all the other fucking idiots running around. God dang, man. They tell us that we got to back the blue line. I don't know if I want to anymore, man. I want to support the good ones, but where the good ones are leaving the force. It's like the military. The good ones are leaving the military because they see what's going on. This country's on a downward spiral, man. Yeah, it's gonna crash and burn. See, our cops don't even know the fucking laws. Our Second Amendment, thank God, has gone through court, and because of some of these new rulings coming out that says, hey, we got the right to carry our guns, and all these stupid tyrannical states are going down. They're crashing and burning. Neutrum of California. Hope you crash and burn, buddy. Um, Good Lord, man, I'm telling you. I hope all the tyrannical sheriff's departments and tyrannical police departments and ATF, the most tyrannical bullshit they ever, and DHD, all these ABCD whatever groups from the government that are tyrannical. I hope they all crash and burn. Coming after me after a trigger. Come on, man. Just because you don't like it. Fuck you. All these people that in the government that think that they can tell you, oh, well, you can't do that because I said. No, do you write the fucking laws? No, you don't. You're just working a fucking office. Fucking idiot. I'm telling you, man. You get all these cops. You got the cops that left a poor lady. I've talked about this in another video. Cops left a poor lady in the back of a car and she got hit by a fucking train. God dang, man. You think in police academy they at least teach you not to park on the train tracks. They don't, apparently. Good Lord. You think they would at least teach you the difference between a taser and a gun? Hey, taser, taser. Oh, shoot, that was the gun. Sorry, you're dead. I'm telling you, man. I see people that say, "Oh, you got to back the blue and be a Republican. You got to back the blue and be a whatever." And I'm going, "What the fuck, really? Seriously? Why do I have to be a Republican and back the blue when the blue is actually proven that they're more criminal than the criminals on the street? Why is it that there's just police chief in Louisiana that just got busted with fentanyl and all kinds of other drugs in his house? You know, all these sheriffs that are getting arrested, these police chiefs that are getting busted, the deputies that are getting busted, all these different people in law enforcement that's proven that law enforcement is corrupt. Why should I back the blue? Because that blue line, all it is a symbol for other cops to keep their mouth shut. Don't talk against the blue line. Shh. Don't do it. Good Lord. And God forbid you go out and exercise your rights around a police department or exercise your rights standing there recording cops while they're shooting radar, collecting revenue for the state. They're adding more financial burden to you right now in this terrible time that we're in, where God forbid the gas prices and God forbid the food prices and everything's going up. You can't even afford a fucking car because everything's gone up. So they're out there, hey, we're going to collect another $500 from you for speeding, for going 5 over. Oh, we're going to take out all your rights and sell them back to you in the form of a license or an identity or something because the federal government said so. We're going to take all your rights. And then all these people are saying, oh, but you got to abide by the law. The law is the law. Wait, what happened to the Constitution is the supreme law of the land, the supreme law of the land. What happened to that? What happened to the cops knowing what the constitutional rights are? They don't even know what the constitutional rights are. They see you carrying a gun, they gotta pull their gun. Oh God, Barney Fife it. You gotta carry your one bullet in your pocket. Hey, come on, man. I think we need to give cops one bullet. Jeez, many of them are accidentally shooting people or drawing their guns for no damn reason. People out recording, they're drawing their guns. You got a camera. Stop. You better. And like this other cop that just walked in, and this cop that just got arrested, I figure out where it was, but he walked in and just sucker punched this dude right on camera. And it took the family jumping in, it took everybody jumping in and saying that we're filming you and saying, hey, you're going to get in trouble. And he finally backed down and left, and now he's trying to cover it up by lying on public documents, which they do all the time. Oh, the body camera? Pfft. You think the body camera doesn't get redacted? Everything that they do gets redacted. You say you want FOIA request? Hey, FOIA request, you can get a piece of paper that looks like this, going clear across the paper, black lines all across the paper. We can't tell you that information because it's top secret, because it's law enforcement. Same thing with the government, federal government. Can't get any information because it's all blacked out. Tell me I gotta back the blue line. Yes, I believe in making America great, but I believe in doing it right. I believe in holding our government accountable. Government, which law enforcement is the government, it's an arm of the government. Hold them accountable. Hold our mayors, our school boards, hold everything, every form of government, hold them accountable to the laws, same laws as us, same constitutional rights and freedom as us. They ain't above the law. They ain't below the law. They ain't anywhere. They're right there with us. There it is. So I'm telling you. You tell me I got to back the blue line. When the blue line is supporting the Democratic Party or it's supporting some other party that's not even constitutionally correct, tell me I got to back the blue line. When January 6th is looked at as a riot, when BLM and Antifa and everybody else was burning buildings and burning black-owned businesses, BLM is a racist organization that is protected by the law enforcement. God forbid you do something against them. Law enforcement's going to protect them because the Democratic Party told them to. Oh, the Democratic Party told them to stand down at January 6th. They're going to follow orders. God forbid. They're going to follow. Go get them guns. Here comes neo-Nazi on your door. Those are going to be the people that's going to be kicking in your door unconstitutionally. Who do you think's coming for your guns? It's going to be that blue line. It's going to be the government little thugs running around. God forbid. If you don't wake up now, that you got to record police, you got to hold government accountable. You got to know what everybody is doing in your city, in your town, and know that if they're corrupt and all that. And God forbid, don't be a coward and not stand up to them. And hey, fuck, if you're gonna put me in jail, that's $1 million a day or $1 million an hour. Hey, let's put it that way: $1 million an hour a day. If I'm sitting in jail, unjustified, sitting in jail, and you falsely arrest me or do anything else, that's $1 million an hour. So, how long do you want me to sit here? I'll twiddle my thumb for 10 hours. That's $10 million. Thank you, law enforcement. So if you falsely arrest me, guess what? That's going to be a lawsuit. And I'm going to make sure it blows up. I hope everybody that has lawsuits against law enforcement, any kind of law enforcement, I don't care what it is, I hope they win. I really do. I know it comes from the tax dollars. I know it comes from everything. Everybody gets says, well, you're always so. Hey, I hope they win, but that's our tax money. You're the one giving them that tax money. You're the one saying, hey, here, we're entrusting you with enforcing laws. So guess what? If they violate the law, they get arrested, they do whatever, and they have to pay out. God forbid, the government. Our tax money has to pay that money. This is why we have uneducated cops and law enforcement and uneducated ATF agents, which ATF, to me, I look at ATF as they're void. To me, they have no real purpose anymore because alcohol, tobacco, and firearms are a Second Amendment. Alcohol is legal. Tobacco is legal. So what's the point of them anymore? ATF has no point anymore. DHS, Homeland Security. What are they securing? Nothing. We the people secure it. It's like all these other different alphabet soups that the government's got running around. It's like, good Lord, man. Oh, Child Protective Services. They come in, they'll lie about you, and they'll steal your kids. Good Lord, man, the government. Come on, man, really? You're going to take my kids and put them in child trafficking? I don't think so. You better abide by that warrant and go get that Constitution and get a warrant. Good Lord, man. I'm telling you, man, these people are dumb. You never talk to cops, never talk to government, period. I don't care if it's a street sweeper, you don't talk to them. If they're run by the government, you don't even talk to them. Especially cops, especially law enforcement. Marshals, whoever. I don't give a flying flip. If they got a badge and they're walking up to you, you got to give me ID. Why? Make them prove a reason why you got to talk to them or got to give ID. Even if you get pulled into an interrogation room, God forbid, you broke the law somehow, or they think you did, or whatever. It's the one word you say: lawyer. Lawyer. And if they keep asking you questions, trying to get you to talk, lawyer. God forbid, keep screaming that word until they get it through their thick fucking skulls. Lawyer. Because cops love to repeat questions and try to say everything in the world and play mind games with you to get you to give up information. Because if they can trick you, remember, everything you say can or will, no, it not can or will, it will be held against you in court of law because they will use it against you. That's why you don't talk to them. Good Lord, peoples. I don't know why people are so willing to call cops on their neighbors when, hey, my neighbor just made me mad. I'm going to call the cops. You're calling armed thugs with guns to come violate somebody's rights. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Billy. Jeez, man. Oh, my God. See here, there's so many videos on YouTube. First Amendment audit, Second Amendment audit, constitutional audit, cop watching. You know, all these different videos that you can watch, man. Cops being tyrannical. Cops thinking that they got rule and authority over the people. When they actually don't until you actually break the law. They think they can bully you, they can touch you, they can beat you, they can shoot you, they can do anything they want, and they can get away with it. They can go walk out in the middle of traffic and bust mirrors for no damn reason. Oh, you didn't see me? I wasn't wearing my vest, my reflective vest that I should wear. Hey, cop, if you need one, I got a whole bag of them. I'll give you them. I want that cop to come visit me. I got a bunch of reflective vests that I'll give you. I'll give them to you for free if instead of busting mirrors in the freaking road. You know, come on, man. Seriously? Walking out and then you're trying to blame them. You're trying to blame them for walking in the middle of the fucking road. You didn't see me? You're wearing black, dummy. Come on, man. Busting mirrors. What happens if your hand would have got broken? Oh, wait, no, the taxpayers would have paid for that. Thank you. You would have been on vacation. I hate when the cops get actually break the law and they start investigating because they never fire them. They give them a vacation, a paid vacation or unpaid vacation or whatever, and it takes 4 years for them to even be tried. Well, if me and you got freaking arrested, we'll be tried tomorrow. Boom, gone. You know, good Lord. Cops, it takes them years before they actually get busted for actually breaking the fucking laws. Man, look at all these different cops in these cities that are corrupt. Hell, look in Chicago, there was some undercover cops that called a guy over to the car and they started open firing on him. Bow, 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 bow. Who the fuck are you? To me, you're a gangbanger. I don't know who the fuck you are. You should open fire on me, I'm shooting back. You haven't announced yourself, so fuck you, bitch. I'm telling you, man, there's too many examples of cops and undercover cops and SWAT team that have this big bully head mentality. I'm telling you, man. Fucking stupid, man. I want to, so bad I want to support cops. So bad I want to support those good cops that are saying, hey, he's not breaking the law. He's not violating rights. He's not doing anything that and God forbid, do what you're going to do. Carry your guns, carry your camera, videotape, video record, do what you want, just so long as you don't break the law. God forbid I want to support those cops. But you don't know, it's like put you in a pit of rattlesnakes. Which one's going to bite you? Which one's a good one? Which one's a bad one? You don't know. It's like dropping you in the middle of the ocean in the middle of great white sharks. You don't know if there's sharks down there or dolphins down there. You don't know what's down there. Hey, you're looking out and you're like, hey, what the hell? You know? And then cops ask you, why are you nervous? Well, let's see here. People get shot by cops every day, falsely, no reason. They get shot. Oh, I was nervous. I was scared. It's officer safety. God forbid, man. I mean, geez, you're doing the right thing. You're trying to abide by them, trying not to get shot, and they're asking you, why are you nervous? And well, that badge and that gun makes me nervous. What the fuck, man? Too many people get shot by you. Too many people get beat down by you. I agree, in some of these high crime areas, we need tougher law enforcement, but damn, don't violate their rights. I mean, there's ways to do law enforcement without going out and shooting and beating people, or go to grab for a taser and you grab a freaking gun and shoot them, or sit there and take off your badge and start beating on a little 18-year-old kid and think you're a tough guy in the front yard. That happened too recently. Cop thought he was a badass, and now he's in jail. Yeah, he's going to be a badass in jail. They're going to love him. They love cops in jail. Remember that. Good Lord. These cops think that they have the right to go around and just mouth off and provoke. Hell, there was a veteran that was walking down the road and just moved a cone. He just moved a cone out of the road. And the cops attacked him, and well, these good Samaritan civilians come over, and 6 of them come over and piled on this veteran because this fat fuck of a cop couldn't handle this fucking idiot. He moved a fucking cone. What was the fucking crime? Good Lord. Fat fuck was looking for trouble. Fat fuck with a badge and a gun. They ate too many Krispy Kremes. Good Lord, man. I'm telling you, man, it's always amazing how many people don't understand constitutional rights and freedom, man. They don't understand that they don't have expectation of privacy out in public. And then they call cops that are tyrannical anyways to come out and violate their right. Hey, and then they tell cops, I want his camera confiscated. I want this done. I want this done. You can't do that, dumbass. Cops can't do it without a warrant and a probable cause and all that other mumbo jumbo that goes along with it. Come on, man. When is America going to wake up to the fact that cops are being politicized and militarized against the people? They're being used by the tyrannical Democratic or whatever government. I don't care about Republicans or Democrats anymore. I really don't. But I'd rather support the Republicans than I would the Democrats right now. So fuck the Democrats. When are they going to wake up? When is law enforcement going to stand up to law enforcement? You see your buddy over there, over there beating on somebody for no damn reason. When are you going to pull him off? Like that little cop that did actually pull that big bald headed bully of a cop out of the back of the car, and he grabbed her by the neck, slammed her against the car. Good Lord, when are we going to have cops that do that? Pull cops back and say, no, that's fucking wrong. You shouldn't fucking do that. And hey, the girl that was running around with the lasso, I applaud those cops in the background saying that ain't gonna look good on the internet if it gets out on the internet. It doesn't look good because it did get out on the internet. And she's walking around, hey, better than running. That's the tyrannical bullshit that we're fighting. Wake up. I want them cops that'll grab that lasso out of her hand and take that lasso and chuck it down the street and tell anybody, whoever wants that, take that fucker. Because she shouldn't be carrying it. Throw it in the garbage. I don't care what you do with it. But take it out of her hands. She shouldn't be running around trying to lasso criminals. And here's the bad part about it. It really makes it look bad now. It's because she was chasing a black man. Imagine that. She was chasing a white guy. It wouldn't be mentioned. She was chasing a white guy, it wouldn't even be mentioned, but it would look bad. You'd hear, oh, that looks bad, but you would no. But since it was a black guy, it really looks bad. White guy, you would never hear about it. Good Lord, man. Tell me I got back to blue line. I agree. I do agree to a point that the black community has it rougher than us. Because unfortunately, in the black community, the crime rate in the black community is higher than the white community. And if you try to tell me that's a lie, I'd like you to prove it to me. Go ahead and try to prove it, because you can't. Because black on black crime, hey, look at that. But anyways, that's not what I'm here to bitch about. I'm bitching about these cops that are being criminals, man. They're a gang, dude. They are seriously a gang. Telling you, man. I live out in the middle of nowhere, Texas, for a reason. Because I don't want to be around the big city crap. God forbid if I was out in the middle of freaking Houston. I would be so fucking nervous walking around Houston right now. Or Chicago, or Detroit, or New Orleans, Louisiana. I'd be so fucking nervous. Because people are running around shooting each other right in the middle of the street. Old West style. Fuck, I carry every day. Just because I don't want to fuck around. I want you to fuck around and find out. Hey, I want to see what my gun practice is for. Good Lord. And if a cop ever says anything about me carrying my gun, I'd be like, you got a gun? And if he rests his hands on his gun, I'll rest my hands on my gun. Oh, you don't like that? Oh my God, I'm sorry. Take your hand off of your gun and I'll take mine off of mine. Huh, imagine that. Isn't that how that works? See? Oh, wait. There, see? Put your gun down. Put your gun down and I'll put my gun down. These cops make no sense, man, anymore. Hell, the world doesn't make sense anymore. Fucking tyrannical bullshit being pushed in our schools, and the cops are protecting it. Fuck, they're protecting pedophiles in our schools. Because, God forbid, you're at a school function complaining about all this bullshit being pushed in schools. Who's the one that's escorting parents out? It's the fucking cops. They're escorting parents out like, God, fear. We don't want you using your freedom of speech because the school board said you can't use your freedom of speech, so we're going to arrest you outside. Because they told us to. Order followers. Good Lord. Y'all have a good day. That's my rant for today. So God bless. Have a good day. And good Lord protect us, please, from this bullshit in this world. Good Lord, please put your hand on this world because we need it. Because this world is dumb fucked. It's so dumb fucked. We need protection by God. Not by the government. Government doesn't protect us. We need protection by God. Have a good day. God bless. Make America great.